Welcome everybody to the Photoshop Tip of the Week. I am Woody Walters and you're here for this tip, so let's get started. Hey, last year my wife and I were photographing the Tetons and I got this image here. And I really liked the image, but this is the way it was taken in the raw format, and I used a polarizing filter, and that's key here. I used a polarizing filter to get this blue sky bluer than if I wouldn't have used a polarizing filter. And so I'm going to make a copy of that layer, and the trick with the polarizing filter is to spin it, and you can see the sky darkening on a 45-degree angle with the polarizer depending on the time of day. Early morning, late afternoon, it does it extremely well. Even, I hate to say it, during noon hours it does it extremely well, especially in the wintertime when the sun's lower. But right now I've got that. So right now I've made a copy, and I'm going to do an adjustment mask just so we can undo it. And so I'm going to do hue and saturation, and I'm going to bring up the saturation of the image. And I'm going to bring it up to about right there. Watch the grass. This is what I'm going for. There it is, normal. And watch the grass. I want to get that yellow and all in there. But now my blue sky is turning a little bit too blue. And so I'm going to grab a brush, which I already got. I'm in the adjustment mask layer, and now I'm going to paint out the sky. So now I've got all the foreground saturated, but the blue sky, and if I X that out, is not. See, that's too much, too strong. So I mask out the blue sky, and now I got the saturation in the colors that I want down in the foreground, and everything's looking so beautiful here. And so I like that. I can even do Control T, and I can crunch the image a little bit and bring that down to about right in there. And we're going to go right there. I'm going to hit enter. And that's looking good. Now I'm going to go to crop. I'm going to go right there. I'm going to grab this bar. I'm holding down the shift key. I'm going to grab that bar, and I'm going to move it down. I'm going to grab that bar and just come in here and crop that a little bit. Or I could squish it, but right now I like it just about right there. Yeah, that's looking good. That's even looking better. Look at that. And now I'm going to pull it to the side a little bit. Bring that in. I'm going to like that. We're going to hit enter. And I'm going to do Control Z. We're going to do that again. I'm going to do crop. So we're going to grab the crop, and I'm just going to pull that down to about right there. Good. Now I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm going to go up to image. I'm going to do image size. And we're going to click on that. And now I'm going to pull that over. And so now I'm going to bring that over to about right there. That's looking really good. Go to about right there, keep it framed in. And we're going to hit enter. And look at that. Look at the difference in that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Let's make one more adjustment mask. Let's go hue and saturation. And let's do, I want vibrance. We're going to go right there. And I'm going to do vibrance. And we're going to take the vibrance up. Look at that. It's very subtle. Very subtle. But look at that image, people. And you could even go the hue and saturation and take a little bit of the saturation out. I got it at 100%. I'm going to go down to about 25, and we're going to take out the mountains. So I'm just going to weaken that saturation around the mountains. We're going to come up here and do the same thing. Just take out a little bit of the mountains. We're going to go right there. Take that out. Good. Let's go to here. Just saturate that a little bit. Now let's go to vibrance. Take that out. And now I'm going to do one more hue and saturation. And I'm going to take out the desaturation. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to hit that. Better just to do an Alt-Delete, fill it. Now let's go to white. Just take out some of the saturation in the mountain. There we go. Look at that, people. Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. And it wouldn't even be bad in black and white. Image. Adjustment. We're going to go there. I'm going to make a master layer, Control-Alt-Shift-E. And now we'll do image, adjustment, black and white. And look at that. Look at that. If we play with our magentas and our reds, we can even make that go a little bit more. Although I like it about right there. Let's take our yellows. Nope. That's really affecting the grass. Let's take our cyans and move that down. Look at that. Look at that. That's a nice image. And so there's your Photoshop tip of the week. People, just sit down and play. That's all you got to do. Sit down and play. I really think you're going to like what happens with your images. So again, just feel it out. Feel it out. So there's your Photoshop tip. So till next week, shoot from the heart, shoot with passion. We'll see you here at the Photoshop tip of the week.